I'm Kirby, host of KirbyOnAir.com and co-owner of Wings Your Way Restaurants. We're here at Wings Your Way in Manchester for the grand opening celebration, which we're finally having about 4.5 months after we opened, but we figured better late than never. It's a very special occasion tonight, not only celebrating the opening, but Del Fontaine is here, our celebrity, our dear friend, and of course, the mastermind behind the Wings Your Way Wingles. He is the lead singer and guitarist of Del and the Dalmatics, and one of the original members of Guys Night Out, which led to Wings Your Way. We're going to go chat it up with Del right now. All right, big news tonight. I'm Kirby here with Del Fontaine, fresh off of his world tour. We're at Wings Your Way in Manchester for the grand opening event. And Del, I mean, you've been a family friend for practically my whole life.
Too long to remember, actually, yes.
Now you've gone out and become this phenomenon, this music rock god.
Well.
And along the way, you have not forgotten the little people.
Demigod.
And you found time in this crazy schedule of yours to do the Wings Your Way Wingles, which, as we all know, are the most incredible jingles that you will ever hear for any restaurant on the planet.
You know, there's always time for the Wings Your Way family. The Wings Your Way family's been very good to me and the Dalmatics through the years, and we go way back.
And now, you grew up in a showbiz family, so this was
actually.
This is in your blood.
It is. My grandparents were a high wire act, actually, in Europe. They're from Italy and Spain, respectively, of course, and they came over in the early 20s. Funny story, actually, if we have a minute. I know there's a lot going on here at the restaurant tonight, but
we have all the time in the world for you.
The famous P.T. Barnum discovered my grandparents, actually. He saw their act, and he's quoted as saying that of all the high wire acts he's ever seen, that the Flying Fontaines were definitely one of them. He brought them over to the United States, and the rest is history. It just took off.
So now, were you part of the act, or did you just find your musical talent along the way?
I was never actually part of the act. I had an issue with heights, actually. But what happened was I ended up befriending a lot of the musicians.
Okay.
And I kind of got into music that way, kind of through the back door, if you will.
All right. So now, of course, you are the lead singer of Del and the Dalmatics, the powerhouse behind them. Tell me, are they here tonight?
Actually, the Dalmatics, when the tour bus pulled into town last night, they kind of bolted out the doors and ran out into the night. I haven't seen them, but they usually do turn up when I need them.
All right, now that things are still going well for you guys, pulling a united
front. We're fine.
No breakup in the future?
Not at all. Okay. I'd like to thank the Prison Without Walls program for always giving me a good band on every tour. It usually works out.
Did the tour end, or is it still going?
We have a couple more gigs to go, but we're going to see what happens with those. We're waiting on ticket sales for those, so
all right, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. And now you have a guitar here. Is that what I've heard?
We do, actually. I brought my famous, it's an old Fender I have, which we've dubbed the F-Bomb, and I've donated it to the restaurant, a la the Hard Rock Cafe, actually. It's interesting, out of all the Hard Rock Cafes all over the world, none of them wanted it, so I decided to bring it to Wings Your Way, and we're going to put it up on the wall, and it's been part of my tour for a long time, and it's been with me. I did a lot of recording with it. It's the old standby.
All right, so we're going to be putting that up there.
Absolutely.
For the entire Wings Your Way Manchester community to see. That's lovely. I do have one more question for you. How is Mrs. Fontaine?
The lovely Mrs. Fontaine, Angelique, if you will. She's lovely. She's here tonight somewhere. I think I saw her at the bar.
I did see her at some point.
It'd be hard to get her away from the bar, actually. But it's. But she's. I think I see her over there. No,
and there she is.
The lovely Mrs. Fontaine.
Mrs. Fontaine, hello, how are you? Come say hello, how are you? Nice to see you.
The lovely Angelique.
Look how beautiful. Oh, this is fabulous. Hi, how are you? So good to see you. Thank you guys for making it all the way up here.
Nice to be here.
Camera's over here. Angelique.
Let's get a little shot.
Oh, okay. Smile. Okay. Now, actually, would you do the honors? We have the guitar over there. If you want to grab it, bring it over. Del is going to hang it on the wall for us.
Oh, that'd be great.
Sun beat down, I had the radio on, I was driving, trees went by, me and Del were singing,
eat wings, drink beer, be happy.